Stand by. Kim 2 will be next.
Miss New Jersey says she's fighting back against a blackmailer demanding that she relinquish her crown. The beauty queen insists that none of the photos are racy and that some supposedly came from her own Facebook website. So, can posting even innocent pics online ruin your career? Regina Lewis is a consumer advisor with AOL, and she joins me from D.C. Hey, Regina.
Hey, Allison, thanks.
Okay, so she says that she's being blackmailed by someone who has access to some old Facebook photos that may or may not be incriminating somehow. This begs the question, why put incriminating photos, first of all, on your Facebook site? But I think you're here to tell us that this happens to regular people more than we know.
Sure, it's time and place. Think of it like tattoos. They have a certain staying power. What was cool when you were 21, suddenly you still got the thing when you're 31, and it's still there. Keeping in mind that whomever captured these Facebook images, all you've got to do is print them, which in this case is apparently what they did, and mail them to someone. So, you know, it's a great headline, beauty and blackmail, but it happens to people every day who say, yikes, is that still out there? It's important to understand the staying power of the Internet. There's a site called archive.org that's actually part of the Smithsonian Museum. They capture pages real time, and they store them, keep them, which is an interesting project, except that even if you go as she did and take down things, it doesn't mean that the record is not permanently kept somewhere else.
So, Regina, what is the lesson here for this new generation of kids who are all posting personal information and photos on websites?
Think ahead. What's the, you know, the cool spring break photos? Suddenly, you know, if I'm an admissions officer or a potential employer, expect to be Googled. So do it to yourself, see what comes up. If you are concerned, you know, that you've got some digital dirt, there's a site called reputationdefender.com. They'll scan the Internet for you, show you what they've found. You can make the call starting at $10. Whether you'd like them to contact those websites to have them taken down. But the bottom line is that doesn't prevent friends, or I guess in this case, not so friendly friends, from keeping stuff and having it come back to haunt you. But it could be a good move. And then, you know, the flip side of this, 180-degree turn, is to manage your online identity.
That's great. Great stuff, and I like avoiding digital dirt. Thank you, Regina Lewis, for telling us about that and being here. More Fox and Friends first when we come right back.